Growing up, I always wanted to do so many things.
I wanted to be a vet.
I wanted to be an actor.
I wanted to be a celebrity by any means necessary.
This is Spike Drop Vegas Heist.
I'm only here for a 2B. I don't really care about any other place.
Can't even comprehend what is going on, but I like it.
My name is Milo Milo Ocampo. My gamer tag is Milo, and this is Wannabe.
As long as I can remember. Diversity and inclusion have been my personal pillars and values.
Growing up, it was a little difficult because I had an interest in almost everything, but at the end of the day, I think I just wanted to be someone that could influence something, and throughout my life, I was given many opportunities to do that. I grew up in the Philippines, and in the Philippines, and in Asia in general, esports is already this big thing. My dad would always take me to this arcade and I would watch him play Street Fighter. So this was back in the 90s. So really my first introduction to gaming was watching him compete in Street Fighter tournaments and him playing Command & Conquer and Tiberium Sun in a LAN center in the mall. I was too young to remember whether or not he won anything or placed well, but he was good. I think the first game that I ever played was the original Super Mario Brothers, because my dad would speed run through that and I would just be watching him. But the first game I do remember playing, because it was a game that was given to me specifically, was the first Need for Speed on PlayStation 1. Currently, my favorite game is Smash Brothers and TFT. Those are the two games that I currently compete in. But really, I've had this competitive drive growing up. So it was League of Legends at one point, it was DDR at some other point, it was Command & Conquer at one point. And I got pretty decent at all of those games, but right now, I'm really good at TFT and I'm pretty okay at Smash. Esports started becoming a career for me was actually back in 2005. My brother and I, back in middle school, realized that all of our friends came from gaming and we love Super Smash Bros. Melee. So why not run a middle school club, run tournaments at the end of, the school day once a week and see where that takes us. We had 80 students every week participating in this random Melee tournament. And we were collecting venue fees, giving pizza. It was awesome. And yeah, since then, I've been TOing ever since. So I'm going on my 19th year of TOing. Today, my approach to all things esports, all things gaming, is still community comes first. Everything else doesn't matter. Because no matter how much money, no matter how many resources you have, if the community is not on your side, you're not going to get very far. Today, I work for Stride Esports, and I am the commissioner for a national scholastic esports league with over 2,500 students competing every week. Before COVID, I was the founder of the original UNLV Esports Club, and I did that from 2012 to 2020. And when the pandemic hit, live events kind of went away. We had no choice. I was at a loss because I really thought that I was going to be able to take 8-bit, make it my own thing, become an event organizer, run a Scholastic Esports League, and build that pipeline between Scholastic and Collegiate. With all of the issues logistically and whatnot that the pandemic brought, I was at a loss for about a year and a half, and I was super burnt out. I was working 60 to 80 hours a week trying to get this thing off the ground, and every road pointed to, you can't do that because of the pandemic. So I took a year and a half off and got really good at TFT, but I was missing that social aspect and I was missing, purpose. So I started looking for jobs and I thought, I just graduated with my mechanical engineering degree. Let's see where that can take me. The day that I met with my career advisor at UNLV for engineering, she told me, she didn't even say hi. She said, do you really want to leave esports? Your resume is so impressive. Someone like you should not be unemployed. And I thought, man, I didn't think that I was going to have a therapy session today. No, I don't want to leave esports. So she told me, there's this company called Stride. They're an education company. They service K through 12 students across the whole country. They want to jump into esports. They're looking for someone exactly like you. How do you feel about that? And I'm like, I don't know. She goes, well, it's either that or work on self-driving cars. And I'm like, I will take esports. 6 days later, I was hired. And it's been 2 years. So I was born in LA. Immediately after I was born, I moved to the Philippines, moved to Vegas when I was 7. Whenever people ask me where I'm from, I'm Vegas. I'm a Vegas native. Being in esports for more than half my life, literally from 10 to I'm turning 29 like in a few months. Being in esports for that long and being at the forefront the entire time, esports in Vegas grew with me, and I grew with Vegas esports. The culture, and I mean this as humbly as possible, the culture of esports has been primarily influenced by me, by 8-Bit, and by everyone that was helping me run 8-Bit. So with that came like all the esports arenas that were built, including this one, I've had a hand in. I interned for Caesars when they wanted to do like esports when I was 17 years old. I did all the large events with Riot and Blizzard whenever they stopped by. I ended up working for Blizzard. I ended up working for Team Liquid. I've done so much in the last like 10 years in esports. You could see why it was really hard for me to really just want to leave and do self-driving cars. You know, with the whole creator economy, with a flip of a switch, you can broadcast, and if you put in the work, if you have the entrepreneurial mindset, you could become a streamer, you could have a brand behind you. If you are good at gaming, or if you have an interest in gaming, there's a space for you anywhere. That's what it's pretty much evolved into. Gaming not only became a viable career, but it became a pathway and a means to get to the next level for a lot of people that really don't fit in anywhere else. Like, because we all game, whether it be a phone, whether it be console, whether it be PC. There is a market, there is a scene, there is a community, and there are resources for you to achieve whatever you needed to achieve.